6 reasons why you must be a team in a relationship. Hey everybody, in this video I am going to be talking about the reasons why you have to really function as a team in a relationship. One of the things that I see far too often is that both people in the relationship are operating as individuals, and their interests are not always the same as the interests of the partner. And so therefore you can sometimes end up with these sort of competing interests. And we're going to talk about why that's bad for a relationship and why operating really as a united team is so much better. But before I do that, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Doing so greatly helps the channel. Hey everybody, I'm Kevin Anthony, and I am a certified sexologist, Tantra Counselor, NLP Practitioner, and sex, love, and relationship coach. And for over 10 years, I have been helping men, women, and couples have the relationship of their dreams and the best sex of their lives. Okay, so we're going to be talking about 6 reasons why you really have to operate as a team in a relationship. And the first one is, the secret to success in almost anything is having a solid team behind you. I don't care what it is that you do in life. You want to be successful in business? It's really hard to do it as a solopreneur. You need a good team behind you. If you want to be successful in pretty much anything that you want to do, you need a good team. When you look throughout the world and see who are the people that are really successful, you'll see that there's often a team. Now that team could be a community organization, that team could be a church, that team could be a business team, but you'll see that the people that are really successful leverage the skills and the abilities and the manpower of a team. Well, your relationship is no different. If you want your relationship to be really successful, you have to operate as a team. So you want the relationship to be successful. You want your love to grow. You want, to create certain things in your relationship. Maybe own a certain type of house, or live in a certain place, or have, children, whatever it is. You've got these goals that you want to create together through this couple. And the best way to achieve those is to work together as a team. So I imagine you've probably all been in a similar situation to this, but have you ever at work been trying to achieve a certain goal and there's somebody in the workplace who's sabotaging and not being a team player, not pulling their share, and you see what a drain that is on the entire team trying to reach this goal? Well, it can be the same thing in your relationship. If you're not both working together for that shared vision, then it's going to be really hard to get there. And one person is really going to feel like a drain, a pull, something that's holding you back from trying to achieve the goals that you want. And inevitably, resentment will build up if that's the case. All right, the second reason is that this person that you're in relationship with is the person that knows you better than anybody. They're the one that spends the most time with you. They know all the things, not just the current things, but all the old things too, because you've taken time to talk about those things and to learn about each other. So if you are not functioning as a team, this person who has more knowledge about you than anybody else, probably including your parents, could actually be a big detriment to not only the success of your relationship, but your success elsewhere, because they have information that could either be helpful or potentially not helpful. So whether it's success in the relationship or success outside the relationship, you want the person who knows you best, who knows everything about you, to be on board with whatever it is you're trying to achieve in life and in your relationship. The third reason is we all need somebody to champion us, to be our supporter, to be there for us when times get difficult, when things aren't going the way that we want them to. And there is no better person to do that than the person that is closest to you, which is your partner, your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever their status is. That person you spend the most time with, that you've committed to, that you go the deepest with. If they're not going to champion you and your success, then who is? Obviously, you might be thinking, well, of course, my mom always will. Well, yes, your mom always will, and your mom won't always be around either, right? You need somebody in your corner to be your champion. There's a reason why they say behind every great man, there is a great woman. You could say the same in reverse as well. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, but everybody who's truly successful and happy in life has somebody behind them who is supporting them through the difficulties, because it's hard to be successful in life, right? And so having somebody there on your team behind you really makes that significantly easier. All right, the fourth reason is that their success is your success, and your success is their success. What I see far too often in relationships are these competing interests, and each person out for their own personal gain. That really doesn't get you very far in a relationship. You have to see it from the point of view that when your partner is successful, so are you. And it doesn't matter if they're making more money than you, right? Because you are a team and you are committed to sharing the resources, right? So if they're successful and they make more money, great. Then there's more money in the relationship in general, right? That gets you closer to the goals that you want to get to. And money isn't the only reason. Any type of success. If they're happier in their own life, right? You've maybe helped them, supported them to leave a job that was not serving them. And now they've got a new job and they're so much happier day to day. Well, that happiness is going to come back towards you in the form of somebody who's happier, who's more pleasant to be around, who's less stressed, right? So their success is your success and vice versa. So you really need to look at the relationship as a team that way. How do we lift this team up, not just myself as an individual? All right, the fifth reason why you really want to make sure that you are working together as a team is that if you are fighting against each other, and I don't necessarily mean just, having an argument, but when your interests are opposite each other and your energies are sort of opposing each other, that dilutes your energy and ability to not only grow a thriving relationship, but also put that energy towards the things that you want to create. So it's really, at that point, becomes something that takes away from your ability to grow the love, deepen the relationship, have a better sex life, own a home, maybe own a newer home, or get a better job, or whatever it is. That becomes an energy suck rather than taking both of your energies and using them to basically co-create, to maximize the energy input into whatever the thing is that you're trying to create. And number 6, the very last reason why it is essential that you operate as a team in a relationship is if you have kids, then you know the importance of being a unified front. You don't ever want to end up in those situations where the kids understand that if they don't get what they want with one parent, they can simply go to the other parent and have parent number 1 overruled, right? That just doesn't work. That undermines the parental power, and that makes things rather difficult. And kids are very smart, and they will learn quickly who they can get what from. So it's really important that you operate on a unified front. Now, that doesn't mean that you aren't going to have differences from time to time, and that's okay. But in general, you should be on the same page about the major issues when it comes to raising your children. So the kids know, doesn't matter if they go to mom or if they go to dad, they're going to get the same answer. Now, that's important obviously for raising kids, but it's also important for the relationship in general, because what tends to happen is one parent holds one view, another parent holds another view. The children understand this, and when they want something, they'll go to the parent that they know they can get it from. That parent will then, of course, give them that thing, and then the other parent will find out about it, and now you've got conflict. And you see this far too often in relationships. Lots and lots of conflict over the kids. And why did you let them do this? And why didn't you let them do that, right? You don't want to end up in that situation because that puts a real big strain on your relationship as the two adults. So you want to make sure that as much as you can, you are a unified front and operating as a team when it comes to raising your children. Not only will your children be better off for it, but the happiness and health of your relationship will be better off. So there you go. Those are 6 reasons why it is so important that you operate as a team in your relationship. And I challenge you, look at your relationship and look at these areas. See, are you really operating as a team? And if not, figure out how the two of you can come closer together and operate as a stronger team. You will absolutely see the health of your relationship improve. If you liked this video, then please go check out some of the other videos on this channel. There are over 700 videos on all topics dealing with sex, love, and relationship. Make sure that you also check out the Love Lab podcast, which you can listen to right here on this channel and all major podcast platforms. And lastly, go to my website at kevinandceline.com and check out all of the offerings there. You can also go to kevinandceline.com/vault and sign up for a free library of resources. Tons of free information on maximizing your sex, love, and relationship in the Passion Vault. All of those links are in the description.